Hey guys, it's Tarot and Beyond. I'm Siobhan, and in today's Pick a Card style reading, we're going to be doing something a little different. So, we're using mystery bags today. These are going to be channeled messages from Spirit, which I will start off by doing in a scrying style reading, not using any prompts, just getting some clairvoyant or clairsentient or whatever messages that want to come through. And then we're going to look at the mystery bags and pull some cards from a channeled messages deck that I just created earlier today. So we're going to be looking at what you need to hear right now, what Spirit wants to tell you, what the guidance is. Select a bag. We've got 1, 2, and 3. Use the timestamps in the description box or the chapters below to jump ahead to your chosen reading or readings. If you feel called to more than one, that's fine, maybe even all of them or in a particular order. Just use your intuition to guide you through this process. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and we'll see you in your readings. All right, hi group number 1. You chose this particular bag, and we will get into what is in your mystery bag, but first we are going to just receive some messages from Spirit. So I'm just going to tune in and we'll see what comes up here. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing, actually, they showed me kind of like two things at once. I saw a Tonka truck, and I also saw what kind of looks like a hammer or some kind of tool. And so when I'm seeing those two things together, because they came in almost overlapping on top of each other, it feels to me like there's some kind of work that's happening, you know, like a dump truck and a hammer can talk about work or something being under construction. This could apply to really anything, but that's the first message. So we're going to find out what the context is as we go along. Okay, they're showing me somebody digging a ditch. It looks like a construction worker with a shovel, and he's down there digging in the dirt. So maybe even, oh yeah, and the dump truck is for hauling dirt away. So it feels to me, group number 1, like you're building something or you're working on something, something's under construction. I feel like you've been at this for a while, like the way that they're showing me this man digging this ditch, it looks like he's been there for a while. He's the only one digging it, and it's quite a large ditch. So you've probably been working at this for quite some time. I am hearing the word Daniel. That could be for somebody. Okay, this is super random, but I'm hearing the word can I even pronounce that? Can you repeat that, Spirit? Atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis. That's what I heard. I mean, I don't even know what that means. Is that something? It sounds to me like something to do with the bones. Sclerosis. But I will have to look that up later, or if you guys know what that is, can you put that in the comments below? I'm not sure how this all connects. Is it something to do with joint inflammation? Because that's what I'm getting now. That's the vibe I'm getting. I'm not sure. And I'm hearing radiating. So it could be radiating pain, or, this could be like joint pain or bone pain from physical labor or hard work. I was taking it as more of like a general message, or as more of like a metaphor. But you never know with Spirit. You never know. So it can even be both. And just take it as it resonates, or whatever resonates. But there's some pretty specific messages coming through here. Okay, I'm hearing pork and beans. So something to do with diet and work. Body health could be part of this, taking care of your physical body, eating properly so that you're sustaining the type of work or the amount of effort that you're putting into something. I'm also hearing something about being prepared. So being prepared for what, Spirit? Okay, I heard being prepared for upcoming events that will require energy. That's verbatim. That's what I heard. So being prepared for upcoming events that will require energy, possibly doing some work right now, changing diet, changing habits, things like that. Yeah, they're telling me preparation. Yeah, so that is, if maybe that's what you're being called to do here, or if you've already started doing that, this could be confirmation or validation of the fact that you are listening to that internal nudge or guidance, because it's you're being prepared for something. What are they being prepared for, Spirit? Classic Spirit. They said upcoming events requiring energy. I'm like, yeah, I've already said that. You already told us that. Can we get any specifics on it? Okay. They said specifics will be recalled due to time management. And I don't even know what to make of that. Maybe it's like you're not supposed to know specifics because it could change how you're managing your time or what you're putting your time into. And they're telling me efforts are required. Okay. Efforts are required. And Spirit, can you clarify, are these efforts in regard to the amount of work that is being done or in the lifestyle, habits, things like that? Okay, I heard both. Okay, so it's both. Fueling your body so that it can manage your lifestyle or your workload or whatever it is that you're putting all of your energy or effort into. And again, they're showing me this person. We did get the name Daniel, so we'll just call this man Daniel, this brunette man with worker's jeans and plaid shirt and a work helmet. He's got like a yellow construction helmet on. You're Daniel there down in the dirt by yourself working away, group number 1. So yeah, you probably need some. Oh my God, they just showed me. You know those old-fashioned like work whistles? You know the ones. They're like metal and they go toot when it's break time, something like that. So you might need to take a break, make sure that you're refueling your body so that you can continue putting in the effort to what you're doing every day. All right. Anything else on for group 1 before we get into the mystery bag, Spirit, and the channeled messages deck? Yeah, they're talking a lot about energy for you, group number 1. They said be cautious with your expenditure of energy. So make sure that you are not working yourself to the bone, because sclerosis makes me think of bones. So yeah, don't work yourself to the bone. Make sure that you're like fueling your body in a healthy way so that you're not running yourself ragged or burning out, possibly. Yeah, something about that. I'm also hearing many hands make light work. And now again, they're showing me that guy Daniel in the dirt by himself. So it's like maybe you need to work with other people on this or have some kind of support, because that'll make the job easier for you, or it won't require you as much energy to do. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. They just said be kind to yourself. They want you to be kind to yourself, be kind to your body. Acknowledge how much work you've been putting in, they said. Acknowledge how much work you've been putting in. You've been working really hard, group number 1. I can see that. Whatever it is that you've been doing, and it doesn't even have to be physically work or like physical labor. It could be an effort of the mind or of the heart or anything. What they're saying is that you've been putting in a lot of work, and they would like you to acknowledge yourself for that and to make sure that you are nourishing yourself, whether it's with food or with other things that you might need. Maybe it's breaks, rest, support from friends and family, connections in your community, colleagues, whatever it is, because they were talking about many hands making light work. Having the support you need is going to help, they're saying. Yeah. Okay, they said go ahead with the mystery bag now. Okay, so actually, let me just get out. No, they said I don't need it. I was going to get the little mat that I have, but they said just do it in your hand. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. All right, so the cherry blossom fell and it doesn't want to stay. Okay, so you have the little cherry blossom. That to me feels like sweetness, and it's reminding me right now of Mulan. And it's like the blossom that blooms in adversity is the rarest and most beautiful of all, something like that. So it's like you've been through a lot, or you've been working really hard. There's been a lot of adversity, that kind of thing. Just swish that over there. And you have the butterfly bookmark. This was actually a gift from my mom, and it's one of the things that I still have of hers. And the bookmark makes me think that maybe you've been studying a lot, and this is what's helping you to transform. Maybe this is the area that you're putting in a lot of work, right? It doesn't have to be literal work. Like I said, this could be the fact that you are taking initiative to learn something new or to transform yourself. This could even be like physical transformation at the body level, and the effect, or maybe even like the energetic toll that that's taking on you emotional transformation, energetic transformation can take a physical toll. It's a lot of work and construction and reconstruction. So definitely being able to care for yourself is really, really important here. Yeah. Okay, you also have I think this one is sodalite. It's like a bluish purple crystal, and it came in the chakra set, and I believe that this one was for the throat chakra. So throat chakra, and you have the book as well, so this could be to do with communication, learning, writing, speaking, teaching. It feels like you've been working on something. Maybe you've been writing some papers, or maybe you've been studying something. It just feels like that you've been putting in a lot of effort, and you need to kind of, I'm hearing refresh yourself, recuperate. Yeah, you also have the white starfish, and this one can talk to me about regeneration, physical regeneration, and also purification as well. Getting to a state of being that is purified. So that could be part of this transformative process. Off-putting anything that is weighing you down or slowing up your work. Something about work ethic. You have a very strong work ethic, group number 1. You've got the angel wings, the crossed angel wings. So this feels like you have a lot of angelic support, or what you're doing is in divine service. I just got that message coming through really strongly. Oh, okay. What you're doing is in divine service. So the work you're doing, and I'm getting the word excavating. Maybe you're excavating things from the past, learning about your past, healing from trauma, doing some kind of physical healing work could be part of this as well. You have the unicorn and rainbow. Pastel rainbow. It feels like there's a lot of sweetness that's actually needed here. Like I'm getting this energy of softness and sweetness, which kind of goes in the opposite direction of what they were showing me with like the workman down in the dirt, calluses on his hands, bloody knuckles, working himself to the bone, grinding away all day. It feels like there needs to be some balance here. So if you're the type, or if you've been working really hard lately, then you need some extra softness, sweetness, care, like maybe, I don't know, like a spa day or something, if you can swing it, something like that, just to take care of yourself, or even just like an at-home day where you just prioritize yourself. You have the rose here, so this feels like, again, sweetness, lightness, transformation. I just keep feeling that, but the rose, I feel like there's something else important with the rose, but I'm not getting anything. Like I can feel it there energetically, but it's almost like it's walled off from me. So maybe we'll get something about the rose later. I'm actually going to set that to the side because I feel like it's significant, but I don't know what it is yet. And I'm asking clairvoyantly, or I'm asking telepathically in my head, and I'm not hearing anything. So I'll just move on for now. We have the golden lotus. This is definitely a transformation. 2 gold themed ones here as well. This really feels like a massive spiritual shift, group number 1. And this is probably, like I said, something you've been doing for a long time. And this is something that has taken a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of your focus, dedication, I'm hearing, okay, dedication to this work, self-work. And this is creating a transformation. The lotus grows from the mud, and the butterfly is born from the muck of the caterpillar. Like the caterpillar turns into goo. So there's this something about like coming out of the dirt and having rebuilt yourself from scratch, basically, is what it feels like. You also have the flamingo, the white flamingo. And flamingos do make me think of flocks, like they flock together. So, and nutrition, because this one is a white flamingo, and traditionally flamingos are pink because they eat so much of that special kind of shrimp or krill. I can't remember what it is, but I watched a documentary on it like 10 years ago or something, talking about how the pink color in their food causes their feathers to turn pink, something like that. I don't even know if that's an urban legend or what, but that's what it's making me think of. And they were showing me pork and beans, like something about nutrition. So being mindful of what you're consuming or how you're feeding your physical vessel as you're going through this spiritual transformation, and putting in more effort and work into what you're here to do, your spiritual mission, learning, things like that. Okay, and we have the sea urchin, or whatever kind of sea creature this is, but this one always reminds me of evolution, biological evolution. Yeah, so you're doing some very intense physical upgrades to your body right now, group number 1, and that's why you really require some extra time and energy replenishment, rest, replenishment, things like that. Now, let's look at your runes. Now, wow, okay, so it's interesting that these two both have X's on them. It's like XXX, triple X. But I'm going to have to look these ones up because I'm still getting to know. I know actually this one goes like that, not that other way, but I'm still getting to know my runes. So let me just really quickly look these up on here. I have a book on it somewhere as well. Okay, so this one is Gibo. Gifts, skills, relationships, fertility, prosperity, and luck, favors, connections, or freedom from a relationship. And then this one is, Ingus. Inner strength, grounding, bounty, and security brings a sense of calm, serenity, and human warmth. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the channeled messages. So I actually just like created this huge pile. Let me just move these out of the way. I don't know if you can still see them there. Yeah. I created this huge pile. I don't know. I was just at the dollar store picking up a few essentials and I saw these little cue cards and I was like, perfect. Let's do some channeled messages cards. Oh my God. Of course, the one that flies out is timeout. Yeah, because they were showing me that break whistle. So you definitely need a timeout. Group 1, you've been working so hard and you need some replenishment. You need some, I keep hearing support, like you need support. Some kind of physical therapy. I'm hearing something about therapy. That could be emotional therapy, psychological therapy, or physical therapy. Angel. You have the angel wings. Confirmation. You have an angel that is around you. Many angels, I'm hearing. Many angels. You feel, to me, group number 1, like an earth angel yourself, which makes sense as to why you would have angelic support being so prevalent here. It's like those are your friends on the other side and they're helping you to do this mission or this work or whatever it is that you're working on doing right now. You also have angelic protection in terms of what you are creating if you're creating something. Ooh, fear. Okay, so especially if you've had fear through this process. Oh, they're telling me that's what you're digging into. They said purging, and then they showed me Daniel in the ditch digging again. Ditch Daniel. Let's call him that. I like alliteration. So it's you're digging into your fear, and sometimes you need to take a break from that because it is heavy, 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 heavy work. Very heavy work. And so you need to have time to recuperate. It's like you do some work and then you rest, you replenish, and then you go back in again. So don't push yourself too hard. It's like, don't be a workaholic when it comes to this shadow work or getting to the nitty gritty here. Cause it's like, I feel like group 1, you're the type of people who you don't back down easily, or when you want to do something, you're very almost like tenacious about it or stubborn. They just keep telling me good work ethic. So you guys are really like strong in terms of your goals and wanting to accomplish things and to put in the effort. So Spirit I think they want you to know that they acknowledge that about you, that they see that about you, even if no one else does. And they want you to validate that for yourself is what I'm hearing. They want you to validate that you are a hard worker and that you not only need a break, but you deserve a break. Periodically, they're telling me. Periodically, right? Like not just one break, like multiple breaks spaced out so that you don't get overwhelmed or over encumbered by this fear. And yeah, this is what's going to help the flow. Energy flow, I'm hearing energy flow and physical flow. And they're bringing me back to that word, atherosclerosis or whatever it was. Something about flow. Okay. Oh yeah, the spiral with that one too speaks of flow. The X's kind of remind me of chromosomes, or like X marks the spot too. I was kind of thinking of that before and I forgot to mention it, because digging Daniels, like maybe he's digging for treasure too. Like there's a bunch of fear in the way, and you kind of like need to clear out the fear to get to the treasure. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Shadows. Yeah, this is you guys doing a lot of shadow work. Lot of shadow work. Big time. Big time. I feel this one too. Subconscious. Okay, yeah, that's what the digging in the dirt is. Yeah, sometimes when I see construction stuff like that, that's what it means. But I just wasn't sure in that case until now. It's all fitting together. But usually when spirit shows me construction, excavators, dump trucks, stuff like that, it's because you're doing some like deep diving or deep subconscious shadow work of your fears. Okay, we have music. Music could be helpful in taking a time out, taking a break, listening to some music, recovering your energy. This could help you flow as well. Maybe using music to dance, move your body. That could help replenish your energy, because it's like active energy replenishment. Yeah, something like that. I still want to know what this rose is about. Delulu. This could be releasing some old relationship patterns, because I felt prompted back to that rose. Like I had forgotten it was there, and then they kind of pulled me back to it. And I was like, I really want to know what that's about. And Delulu is here. And I was kind of getting this message from these runes, and also from the butterfly, that you may be transforming some old shadows or fears in your subconscious to do with relationship patterns and how love has impacted you, especially from childhood, or in regard to how you see your self-worth, or how you make connections with friends as well. Like it doesn't have to be romantic. I think that's part of it here, but it's really like your relationships with other humans, and being able to connect or collaborate or rely on other people to help you, because they kept really showing me, and I'm getting the word isolating right now. Yeah, because they kept showing me like Ditch Daniel being by himself, right? And it's like, this is a characterization of you, group number one, possibly isolating yourself or wanting to do all of the work alone, and not feeling like you can trust other people to dive into your subconscious, or to expose these very vulnerable parts of yourself, which hold a lot of fear and shadow things, or maybe even some level of delusion and pain around that. So it's very vulnerable work. Okay. It's very vulnerable work, but this is why I think you're meant to open up about this, not just, to other people, but like with yourself, and being open about what this process entails of you, being open with the angels. They're telling me, oh, right. Yeah. Talk to your angels. You don't even have to say it out loud. You can just think it in your head. There's telepathy is a real thing. So you can just talk to them. They hear you. Trust. Beautiful. Trust that they hear you. And I do think that this is helping you to heal, like whatever you're working on down in the depths of your subconscious within that shadow realm. It's helping you to rebuild your trust, or it's showing you the fears that you may have around trust. Because I was just saying that, how it's like you might not trust people to help you. And maybe that's where some of that workaholic type of energy comes in. It's one thing to be very dedicated to this goal. It's another thing to be kind of like, I need to do this all alone, like hyper independent type of energy. And it feels like that's kind of coming from that fear or mistrust of other people. Play, you definitely need a play break. They're talking about like music and flow and play. This is like the replenishment. This is the nourishment and public. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely to do with other people. And it's funny because I was mentioning it's like humans in general, like the public. It's not just to do with your romantic relationships or your friendships. This is like everyone, your relationship to everyone else here on the planet, and how perhaps some of your fears subconsciously or shadows have influenced how you interact with people, the world, I'm hearing. Yeah, how you interact with the world, how you move through life, how you're able to trust yourself, even trust others. Yeah, this is all connected. Wow. Keep going. Okay. I saw 2424 on the recording time. Number 24 could be a significant number. Infinite. They really want you to connect to the infinite depths within you, because they're telling me that there's gold. There's gold in them thar hills. That's what I just heard. It's like you're like a gold miner digging for gold. There's treasure down there. And I was getting that from the exes. Oh, and oh my God, I just realized exes is like ex-partners or ex-relationships. Yeah, this is definitely romantic or has like a romantic connotation. But like I said, I'm also getting that it's not just that. It's like maybe even how your romantic connections apply energetically to your relationships with everyone else in the world. Like how you feel about humans in general based on the types of romantic relationships you've had, or maybe about the gender, because X was also reminding me of the X chromosome, which is female. So maybe this is to do with females or your own feminine energy. But Spirit wants you connecting to the infinite to overcome the fear, because I want to put this over top of the fear. So connect to the infinite. Take some time out to meditate, because that's going to help you connect to your angels. You've got a lot of support, group 1. The passage is clear. Yes, it is. Your angels are paving a way for you. It's like you've been doing all this work, and so they've been working overtime too. Because if you're going to work overtime, they're going to work overtime. Like they want to match you, or like, no, they're telling me one up you. Your angels want to one up you. So the harder you work, the harder they work on your behalf. They are your colleagues. They are your teammates in spirit, and you can unequivocally rely on them and trust them, is what they're saying. But it's like sometimes you need to ask for more help from them, or you need to choose to connect. Yeah, by taking the time to do so. That's what it feels like. I knew something to do with the bookmark, and the sodalite reminds me of the throat chakra. So something to do with writing, communication. Maybe you're writing some stuff down, doing some shadow work journaling or dream journaling. Maybe you're writing out some things that happened to you in your past, because I'm seeing something about like stream of consciousness, or writing out your history, looking at your trauma, looking at your wounds, dissecting. I'm hearing, something about dissecting what you've been through, some of these shadow things. You could even turn, like perhaps, I don't know if you're actually doing this, but I'm getting a possibility here around turning this into some kind of a memoir, or like maybe it's like a teaching thing to help other people in some way, because I do feel like you're an earth angel, group number 1. So whatever you do, it's a service to yourself as you're doing this healing work, but it's also somehow a service to other people as well. It's for the public. I'm hearing public writing. A passage is opening up for, maybe it's writing music or writing for fun, but it's like a way for you to cathartically express through your art, or through what it is that you're writing, some of the shadow things that you've been through in life. But again, make sure that you're taking breaks, because I do just get this feeling that you have a lot on your plate, group number 1. You do. You like, I don't know what you're doing, but you've got a lot going on internally, physically. Be kind. Did they not? I can't remember now, because when I'm channeling, I'm like super, I'm like half present when I'm channeling. Like I'm aware, but I'm so in the present moment that I don't remember anything that comes before. Didn't they say something about being kind to yourself, or yeah, right. Like, okay, I'm having my memory jogged now, because we were talking about sweetness and yeah, but I just can't remember if they actually said something about being kind when I was channeling that there. So something about that is really important. Obviously, you need to be sweet to yourself. You need to treat yourself well. I am hearing the word pamper. Okay, so like pampering yourself, making sure that you are recuperating. One more step. All right, so the passage is clear. You have one more step. Where's this step leading? I heard a beautiful new beginning. And then they showed me the butterfly again. My eye was drawn back there. So a beautiful new beginning, a transformation, spreading your wings, becoming visible, I'm hearing, and they're telling me public. Maybe you thought that you were delusional, like, oh, I can't be a published author, or I can't be a musician, or I can't be this or that, or whatever it is. And Spirit's saying the passage is clear. Continue doing this shadow work, because any stuff that was preventing you from doing that is going to come up, and you do need to address it. And not just kind of like doing that behind the scenes, but actually taking action on that, asking for the support you need, connecting with the people physically or in the non-physical, so that you can overcome some fears here. Yeah, overcoming these major fears so you can level up. One more step, the passage is clear. Your angels have cleared the way, and you've been doing this hard labor under the surface. So trust that you are infinite. It's okay to take breaks. Like that doesn't mean you're stopping. It just means you're recuperating so you can continue working, and you are leveling up. That's clear. That's very clear. The lotus, the golden lotus, golden butterfly, these are both talking about major level ups. Like gold is number one, right? Well, platinum, depending on the award, because I'm thinking of like awards and stuff like that. But gold is very high level, right? So you're leveling up. And I want to put it over, like, just intuitively, I want to put it over Delulu. So I want to cover that up and say, like, no, you're not being delusional. Group number one, but maybe you're having to look at where you have been in the past and how that was not helpful to you, like maybe wearing rose-colored glasses in relationships and getting hurt, and then or pushing yourself too hard physically with work and not listening to your body. Something like that could be part of this as well. I just bent this one by accident. Environment, bending the environment, or your environment bent you. I think it's both. I think in the past, your environment harmed you, and now you're having to deal with some of those residual things that need to be healed. But I'm also seeing that a new environment is what you're creating here. Like you're massively leveling up and shifting, and you're doing it one step at a time. You have a lot of angelic support. And as you are continuing to learn and evolve and grow, be kind to yourself, balancing these things out, I'm seeing your environment changing as a result. Your physical environment, the structures in your life, the way that you treat yourself, the people around you, because they just took me back to the flamingo. So like friends, friend groups, connections with people, your own inner security, and the happiness that you so deeply desire and that you've been seeking. That's what I'm hearing, that you deeply desire and you've been seeking. And I meant to say seeking, and it just came out of my mouth as sinking. So it may have felt like you were digging in the dirt, and then you hit a pipeline, and then you started like sinking in the mud. The water to me represents emotions. So it's like the more that you dug into the subconscious mind, the more that you hit those fear pipes, and you're digging for the gold, but whoops, now I'm like drowning in the muck. That's where your angels come in, and they help you out of it. They help reposition you, I'm hearing. There may be a change of environment that's coming as well. Like the passage is clear, could be talking about a new direction that you're moving in, or a new environment that you're going to be placed in, or that you're placing yourself in, that you're taking steps towards. Yeah, it feels like both, like it's divine intervention, but it's you implementing that at the physical level. So you're getting the angelic support, but you are doing the physical work. Discussion. There could be an important writing or discussion. Yeah, a lot to do with communication here for you, group one. A lot to do with communication. So be open to discussion, open to like talking to these shadow parts of yourself could even be part of this, or possibly talking to a therapist, or reading some books, or watching discussions, things like that. Something in the public array could help you to understand a problem that you've had from a different perspective, and then know what you need to do. And it's just like another step. This is the one step that you've been missing, I'm hearing. The one step you've been missing. Okay. Feel your way forward. And we had flow underneath there, and they're reminding me of that. So I feel like you being in tune with yourself is really important here. The feminine energy, it needs to flow through you, the emotional being, so that you can heal this fear, so that you can recover. I'm hearing recover. And this could be physical, because remember we had that something about the bones or the body. So feeling your way through this, knowing that you are guided along this path, that the passage is clear for you, and that there's just one more step. I was going to say there's just a few more steps, and they said, no, it's very clearly here we've stated it's one more step. There's one more step, and you're going to have to feel your way through this. Like, I don't think you can see this, and neither can I, but I can feel that what they're advising here is to take a break, be kind to yourself, be gentle as you move through this fear with, countering that fear with trust, opening up, and discussing this publicly, or sharing what you've written or what you've created or what you're passionate about. This could be how you face your fear as well and level up. All right, group number 1, that is your reading. I hope that this was helpful for you. Let me know if you liked this reading or this reading style. I'm enjoying just kind of playing with different styles of reading. That's just my flow. Like, I don't like to get too rigid in one way of doing things, or like a different one like set. I like to be free. So that's kind of my jam. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for being here, and we will see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose this particular mystery bag, and we will look at these, but first I want to channel some information. So I'm just going to close my eyes and tune in and let Spirit deliver some direct messages for you on what they want you to know right now. Okay, the first thing I'm hearing is be vigilant. I'm feeling tenseness in my stomach, which is usually the sensation I get when something is off or you need to be wary of something. Yeah, and be vigilant. Yeah, it feels like alarm bells. I'm hearing alarm bells and I'm seeing a siren. Okay, so this is like something of an emergency. I don't want to freak you out, group number 2. Okay, sometimes Spirit will give me these messages in my own life, and it's nothing actually like life or death. It's just letting you know that you need to know something very important, or you need to respond to something quickly, because that's what we think. That's what I think of when I think of like sirens and stuff like that. There's a need, and you need to respond to it quickly. So let's not jump to fear-based conclusions. Let's just kind of look at this analytically to unpack what they're talking about here. Okay, I am hearing the word bravery, heroism. They're showing me firefighters and ambulance drivers. Yeah, okay, so something about being of service or being in an emergency response position of some kind. This does not have to be literal by any means. It could just be like at the soul level, this is what you do. Or maybe you are working one of those professions. I'm not sure, but like there's this energy coming through. I'm hearing something about barely getting by. Is this referring to group number 2, Spirit, or is this referring to other people that need their help? Both, but I also heard the latter, and the latter would be the last one, meaning people who need your help, but I did hear both as well. So it could be that you are in a position, but I almost said possession. Okay. This could be psychic energy attacks. Even possession could refer to that, or it could be something that you are in possession of. Okay. Or something to do with finances as well. Like possessions could be talking about your money. And I'm hearing, does your money possess you, or do you possess it? This could be where the emergency response is required. Maybe you need to look at your financial situation, or you are being called to help other people with theirs, or both, like they were saying, something about both. This is definitely a call to action, group number 2. So strong call to action. There's a need here, and it's a very insistent need to look at things that have been denied, or things that have gone on for too long. Something about that as well is coming through, because it's kind of like, something that goes on for a long time under the surface all of a sudden ruptures, or something happens and then now you need to call 911 to get immediate attention or support. It's like that, but again, it's not literal in most cases. Usually working with spirit, it's just metaphor, so don't freak out. It's just saying, there's something that you've been ignoring for a long time or something that's imbalanced, and you need to respond quickly to prevent something that you wouldn't want to happen. Okay, is there anything else? They said go into the mystery bag now. Okay. So that was just a little short channeling. We went a lot longer in group number 1. Okay. You have, oh shoot, I don't know what this crystal is. It's from the chakra set, and I think this one was the root chakra. Could be sacral chakra as well. Both of those have to do with physical security and also your finances, your money too. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what else. You've got the rainbow, but this one I actually just heard archway. Archway, and this is reminding me of a counseling service that I saw an advertisement for recently called Archway Counseling. So this could mean that you are needing some counseling on something. Maybe it's financial counseling, maybe it's physical health counseling from a doctor, or maybe it's getting some emotional support, something like that. Or maybe you're in this position where you give this to other people. We have the sparkly heart. So pretty. I love sparkles. Just so satisfying. It feels like heart-based service. Heart healing, I'm hearing. Okay. You have the 3-headed dragon, the Hydra. Yeah, this can, I'm seeing actual Hydra, the company from Marvel movies, from the Marvel universe. It's like the bad guys, basically, the evil corporation. So maybe this is somebody who's taking your money, or who's something about possession. This could be negative energy possessions that you need to clear. Let me see. The red butterfly. Yeah, this is to do with the root chakra, root and sacral, possibly even the heart center, but a lot of this is in the root. Okay. Yeah, the tree, that's root chakra for sure. Family ties could be part of this. There could be something in your family that needs immediate attention to do with security, belonging, healing, cutting cords, cutting ties, slaying the dragon. I'm not sure. Let's see what else. We have love charm, and the love, like the hole is in the heart. See, like that. So there could be some heart healing to do. And we have Boo, the ghost. So ghosts from the past, or you're ghosting someone. Wow, okay. Or someone ghosted you. That was just aggressive. So again, it's there's something aggressive. You're being aggressively warned. Ghosts, possession. Yeah, there could be, you could have an earthbound spirit in your environment that needs to be cleared out, or an attaching soul or something like that. And spirit has brought you here to bring awareness to this. Now, what you would need to do to clear that, if that was the case, is to, first of all, be aware that this is what's happening. Second of all, to identify where the imbalance is, because the only way that we connect to something like that is if we already have a pre-existing imbalance within us, and those things will show up as symptoms to basically exacerbate the issue so that we can treat it. It's the symptom helps you to identify what needs to be addressed. So it's not to cause fear or panic or to make you feel oh my God, I need somebody to clear this out of me. No. You can do this on your own. You don't need anyone to intervene. You are the emergency response team for yourself. And you also have a team of angels around you that are going to help you do this as well, because you have the angel heart. So there's some heart healing. I would say heart and root chakra are the strongest here, but a little bit sacral as well. Look at those areas if you can and identify where there are perhaps some lingering entity type behaviors or actions, things where you're maybe feeling disempowered, struggling to overcome financial debt. I'm hearing something about that could be significant. Okay. And then we have, I I think this one's Fehu and Berkana, but I don't remember. Let me just grab the cheat sheet because I'm still learning my runes. Okay, we have Fehu. Yeah, I was right. Wealth, property. Oh, sorry, I'm just like property, possessions. They were talking about money. This is such confirmation. Okay. Wealth, property, opulence, cowardice, slavery, give power over one's environment. Okay, so group 2. There's something going on in your physical environment, something to do with your money, your property. Okay, let's look at Berkana before I start kind of just guessing here. All right. Berkana, new beginnings, birth, prosperity, beauty, conception indicates regenerative powers and personal growth. Maybe somebody's pregnant and needs to go to the hospital because they're in labor or something like that, right? It's, hospitals and things like that are not always bad, or like seeing ambulances isn't always a bad thing. Although I always pray when I hear one, I pray for the people who need the support. And I also pray for the service workers who are going out of their way to help people like that. So, but there's something here about prosperity that is available to you. There's some good luck, but there's something that needs to be cleared out. So let's get some information here for you from the channeled messages cards. It's a big chunk. Is that the whole thing, Spirit? No, just that one. Okay. Creating could be part of it. Creating, it's like sacral chakra type energy. I'm hearing, what are you creating with your thoughts, with your actions, with your investments? Something about money, where you're putting your money or your energy. Spirit guides. Okay, yeah. You've got a lot of support. Group number 2, you've got a lot of support. And actually, let me just move that out. We don't really need that here anymore. Your spirit guides want you to know that they've got your back, and they want you to know that if you have created something inadvertently out of like fear, or your circumstances are not balanced, they're going to help you deal with that in some way. Okay, a dog could be significant here. Dogs make me think of loyalty. Spirit guides are very loyal to you. Dogs also bark to warn you of something. They're very protective, territorial. So something about your property, something about maybe even your physical home. I'm still not sure what this is. Work. Something about work. Yeah, because I was seeing like this corporation, this like Hydra, the corporations, they work. Something about, this feels very cryptic. Group number 2, I gotta say. Venus, the planet of healing and love. Femininity, gentleness, prosperity, wealth, fertility. Okay, what? So there's something about protection. You're being alerted to something. There's fertility here, but maybe you need to protect your physical body, or you need to protect your wealth, or you need to protect your home. Yeah, you need to take action. They're bringing this message through super strongly, group number 2, that you need to take action. They want you to respond. Respond how? What are they being called to do here? What is the guidance, spirit from theirs? They said, listen to your spirit guides. Yeah. But if you're not like super connected to them, or you don't know how to receive those messages more directly. No, faith. Yeah. Everybody can have faith. Everybody can pray. Even if you can't hear your guides, they can hear you. So having faith is part of this. Okay. Faith over fear. Faith over fear. Okay. Yeah, belief is really powerful in creating your reality. So if you fear something, you're going to just make that worse. You're going to create more of it. Like if you fear that you can be possessed or that somebody will steal something from you, you may inadvertently attract or create that. You don't want to do that. So don't be afraid. Just have faith that everything is safe, that you're protected, that you've got these guard dogs in spirit that are helping you. You know, this dog kind of reminds me of like the Fluffy. I was seeing Fluffy from Harry Potter, who guards the Philosopher's Stone, well, the trapdoor to the Philosopher's Stone. It's like you have guard dogs here. You have got spirit guides. Yeah, okay. Attunement. You may need an energetic adjustment. You may need an energetic adjustment, group number 2, because something that you've been doing possibly for work, or something to do with your money has been off. Territory. What? Yeah, it's like your environment, your property, your territory. Something has been infringed. Maybe you've been having psychic attacks or something going on. I was kind of getting that, right? But like, I don't feel like this is really scary. Like when I'm tuning into the energy of it, I don't see anything super negative. Like I can see demons, I can see entities, I can see all sorts of crazy stuff. And I don't see anything like that here, group number 2. But I am seeing the warning signs. So maybe this is just talking about energetic boundaries, watching what you're thinking or feeling, because that may be what you're attracting or creating. And again, not to exacerbate the fear, but to choose faith. It is an act of free will to choose faith over fear. And it takes a lot of discipline, and you have to be responsible with what you're doing with your mind and your emotions, but you can do that. And I'm seeing something here also about creativity, like Venus and creating sacral chakra. Maybe this is about creating or using your creativity for work to increase your finances. If you've had a financial, I'm hearing slump, okay. If you've had financial issues, or there's some debts or some burdens, that could be creating some fears around your property or your security or your physical protection. They're saying creativity is going to help you with this if you can take action. You just need to attune the energy a little bit here. So how are they being guided to do that, Spirit? What's needed here in this attunement for group number 2? Debt. Yeah, I knew it. There's something. Okay, so group number 2, you are being called to take responsive action to get out of debt or to prevent debt, depending on your situation. They want you to act quickly. There's some evasive actions they keep telling me, and you're getting warning signs. So pay attention to barking dogs, sirens, or just like check your bank account, like check your finances, make sure that everything is okay. Maybe you need to put in a little more work or take action at work to earn more so that you can pay off the debt. Or maybe, yeah, I'm still, attunement and debt. I still don't, can you explain, Spirit? I'm hearing be proactive. Yeah, you need to be proactive, group number 2. So maybe this means getting some debt counseling or financial support, or something to do, like if this is to do with property, this could be about like your home, rent, mortgages, things like that. Investments, I'm hearing. Okay. Exchange. Yeah. Oh. Right. This could even be about an imbalanced energy exchange. Like, are you getting paid enough for what you're creating or what you're doing for work, even if it's not a creative thing? But I do see creativity here. So maybe you need to attune, which is basically just an adjustment, right? Like an attunement is shifting the frequency, getting it into the right harmonic. And the fear here is very lower vibrational. This could be restricting the natural vital force energy flow of your creativity and how you're channeling that through your actions, through your work, to alleviate debt. Or maybe you're not charging enough for your services, for your time, for your energy, something like that, because it's putting you into debt, whether that's energetic or physical. And it can be both too, right? But like I'm seeing that you're getting warning signs about this. So you need to take evasive action right now to shift out of that frequency of fear when it comes to money or when it comes to your property. And I'm hearing ghosts of the past. Okay, so I don't think that there's any No, there could be I was going to say there could be literal ghosts involved here. Like maybe you've just purchased a home, you've gone into debt to do so, and then you find out that your house has got some earthbound souls attached to it or something. You just need to do like a property clearing to shift that frequency. My throat is closing up as I'm talking. Okay. And as I paused to take a sip of my water, I looked over and I saw the blank rune. The blank rune is the space for free will. You create your own destiny. You create your own destiny, creating. Venus, also about creating. You have fertility here with Berkana. So like you have what it takes, group number 2, to create prosperity for yourself, to have security in your home, your finances, all of that. But it's the fear of things outside yourself. And this entity thing could even just be symbolic, right? It does not have to be literal. It could be symbolic of the fear. It's like an embodiment of that fear, the fear monster, the doubt monster, the debt monster, if we want to call it that. Security. Yep. That's what the spirit had me sit down and channel these cards today. This is the first time I'm using them, but like it's clearly very spot on. And the message is, it's direct here. And it's to do with your choices, which is all to do with free will. So you've got to be careful with what you're creating, how you're spending your money, the choices you're making with your money, the choices you're making with your mind as well, like what you're investing in emotionally. That's really strong here. Okay. So now I'm kind of starting to see the message a little bit more clearly. How are you giving your energy, or what are you giving your energy to? Is that an investment? Are you getting a return on that? If it's love, are you getting a fair exchange with the person you're loving, or the people that you have around you, or the efforts you're investing into your property or your things? Are you, like, let's say, for example, you work really hard to earn your money and then you go spend it on like frivolous things that you don't actually really need, or that don't serve you very well or give you long-term joy. It's like, is that a wise investment? Is that a good choice to make? Because as you invest your energy and your money, that's what you're going to get more of. So if you're frivolous with it, then you'll have less and less. If you are wise with it, if you make those good choices and you protect yourself, you respond appropriately, then you are going to have a lot more and better security long term. So there may just be some kind of like fears that you need to work through around your security, your finances, debt. Time Lords, crystal, karma, energy exchange. Yeah, exchange, energy exchange, bright light, camera shy, copycat. Okay. I wasn't going to take all of those. I was just going to put them back in and only look at the Time Lords one, but I was just kind of curious to see. I don't really feel these ones as much, but karma, energy exchange, definitely. This is you learning lessons about how you exchange energy. Time Lords can talk about timelines and like creating timelines or breaking down timelines. So you being in the energy of faith and choosing to act from that place, making wise choices in that regard and how you're giving and receiving money, that's going to get you out of debt, group number 2, or that's going to get you out of energetic debt, depending on how this is manifesting for you. But just be aware that you are creating your reality in every facet. I'm hearing every facet. Oh yeah, Crystal, they said, look, Crystal, you're creating your reality in every facet. And so you have to basically be careful of how you're honing it, because there's something that's kind of like off and it needs to be adjusted. And it's to do with this karma. It could even be family karma, like if you have some wounding in your lineage around security, debt, finances, overgiving, not receiving enough for what you need, not getting support as well. Like from the very beginning, they were showing me like those emergency response people, maybe feeling like you don't have those people who come to help you when you need it, or like you're at a disadvantage or you're being attacked by something bigger than yourself and feeling helpless in that way. That could be part of it. They did mention the reference to counseling, so getting some kind of support in some way could be helpful with that. It's a wiser investment of your energy is what they're saying. Bright light, shining a light on it. Camera shy. Maybe this is about creating something about, yeah, Venus is very like beauty oriented or physically oriented. So this could be about doing something creative, maybe getting on camera. Copycat, what is this? I'm hearing monkey see, monkey do. And it kind of reminds me of like, this could have been where you learned this type of behavior, like from a parent. And it just imprinted into you. And so now that's where the fear comes in around these same situations. But you have the capacity to change this. Group number 2, you do. I do feel this one. Oh, psychic. Yeah, there could be some level of psychic attacks going on here. Because if you're insecure in the physical realm when it comes to your finances, or when it comes to your physical reality, your boundaries with other people, overgiving, it basically, any of those areas are symptomatic of an energetic imbalance. And if you have an energetic imbalance, you may have a more porous aura. And if you have a more porous aura, it means that you're susceptible to fear and things like that, either coming from the inside or the outside and instigating psychic attacks or attachments or things like that. So you definitely need to like shore up your security in terms of your faith. That is the strongest form of protection, okay? Like your faith, your belief, your positivity, your optimism, your determination to do something here in the energy of love specifically, not relational love, but like love from knowing that you're loved, knowing that you're protected, knowing that you have support, knowing that you're in control, loving yourself enough to do something about this situation, to protect yourself into the future, timelines, to put yourself out there, to charge what you're worth. Like, let's say, for example, you're a creator, you do something with cameras, or for work, something like that, and you need to make some adjustments in how much energy you're exchanging for what you're getting back. This is going to be a form of psychic protection. Like making these physical changes, taking these actions is going to psychically and physically protect you. And I'm hearing protect your financial situation. Yeah, it's going to protect your financial situation and get you out of that fear response or that scarcity or that lack or that self-worth deficit, right? That could be kind of prompting or motivating those types of choices or actions. I'm seeing a lot of heart healing, loving yourself and opening up to receive more is a big thing here. Big thing. And receiving support. I just keep feeling like you're protected. They're showing me the Avengers now because they showed me Hydra before with that one, but now they're showing me the Avengers clairvoyantly. So this is like you have a team of people. These are like your spirit guides. You've got like the Avengers on your side. You got Captain America, you got Thor, you got the Hulk, Black Widow, psychic. Could even be like the who's the psychic one? Like the witch, what's her name? Something witch. Anyway, you're protected. So even if there are evil baddies out there, you are in control of your reality. What you believe is what you will call in or allow in your life. And you can change your circumstances by having faith and by making choices and actions in the physical that are reflective of that faith. Okay, so be wise with your money, intentional about how you spend it, and honoring in yourself in how you ask for and receive what you need. Okay. And if you need help, call for help, right? Like if you're on the ground having a heart attack, metaphorically speaking, you better be calling 911 or somebody better be calling 911 for you. And if you're in physical debt, that's like a quote unquote heart attack, you better be calling 911 to get yourself out of that situation. Yeah. I'm hearing ask for what you're worth. Group number 2, ask for what you're worth. Ask for what you need. Get the support. This will break the karma because it feels like a karmic tie or attachment, wounding or something like that, that makes that insecurity a vulnerable spot for you, like an Achilles heel type of situation. But they want you to know, your spirit guides want you to know that you're stronger than you think you are and that you can heal this and you can recover and you can come into prosperity. Prosperous times ahead, I'm hearing, if you take these actions. And that's why they've called you to this reading, because if you didn't get this little kick in the pants, then maybe you would have just stayed in your situation or continued to make your choices. And you still have every right to do that if that's what you wish. It's your free will. This is your creation. And you are honored in whatever you choose to do. But if you would like to improve your situation, start with the psychic boundaries and then work your way back from there in terms of the physical manifestation of your security. Okay? So I hope that this was helpful. I know this reading was kind of like a little disjointed because I was trying to figure out how all of these pieces fit together, but hopefully you got something from it. Just take what resonates and leave the rest, as these are general readings. If you were triggered or you had any fear responses from this reading, do not take that. Do not own that. Again, that is not the energy of faith. This is not a fear-mongering channel. We do not do that here. So own that trigger, but don't internalize it. Okay. I'll leave it there. I love you guys and wishing you all the best for your physical security, protection, health, and well-being for your greatest and highest good. And so it is. So I've got that prayer there standing open for you if you would like to receive it. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you here and all your support on the channel. And we will see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose this particular mystery bag. We will get into it in a little bit here. First, I want to do some channeling. So we're just going to open up to spirit to bring through some messages for you, and we'll just see what they want to talk about here. All right. So for group number 3, what would you like to tell them, spirit? Okay. What? Is barrister or banister? Which one? It's both. Okay. So they said barrister, like I heard the word barrister, but then I also saw somebody sliding down a wooden banister in a home. Like going from the top floor to the main floor and sliding down this really nice wood banister. So barrister, I think that's barrister. I don't even know what a barrister is. Is that something to do with the court or law? I'm picturing kind of like somebody with like a funny old-fashioned white wig on their head. Barrister. I'll have to look that up after. If you know what that is, or if you have a second to jump onto Google and find out what a barrister is, can you put that in the comments below? Okay, so let me go with the image of the person sliding down the banister. Could be like a fun way to transition. Feels childlike, feels fun. Whereas the barrister, to me, just the energy I'm getting from it feels kind of like serious and perfunctory and like doing things by the book. Okay. So this could be the message, like finding the middle ground between responsibility and obligation and doing things in a more finite way to having fun and feeling free. Getting to a solution. I'm hearing getting to a solution of a problem in a fun way. Making the process more enjoyable. Oh, okay. So this feels to me, they're showing me now an old person, like an older person going down the stairs really slowly and carefully and not really having a good time doing it. So something about like age or your inner age, like how you feel. Do you feel like life has lost its zest or its joy? Do you feel, maybe not all the time, but do you feel sometimes like everything has become perfunctory, like it's just, you're going through the motions kind of on autopilot, or you're just trying to get through things? Spirit's talking here, the energy they're giving me and what they're showing me, it feels like they want you to have more fun, or they want you to use your playful spirit again, or to find creative ways to make boring things fun, like kids do. Kids are great at that. They just automatically do that. They don't even try. They know how to entertain themselves. They can make anything into something fun or into a game. So, I mean, I think this is what they're talking about. It's like creative self-expression, finding a fun way to solve a boring problem. That's what they keep telling me. Okay, so is there anything else? I'm hearing powerful potential and playful spirit. Okay, I heard the road opener candle. The road opener candle. That is actually a very specific reference to Jalissa's messages. She's a fellow tarot reader here on YouTube. I really resonate with her vibe and her reading style and her energy, and she does create candles. I actually won one of her unicorn candles a while ago. She sent me the candle, gift box, some jelly melts, and a deck of tarot cards, which I've used in other readings, and I love them. So there could be something about her candle, the road opener candle. I'm not familiar with that one. I've never used it, but I know that she's lit it on her table when she's been doing readings. So maybe it's something from her readings, or it could be that candle itself, or it could be just the message that something is being opened up for you, because that's what the road opener candle is, I believe. It's like it opens things up for you. The way is cleared, or you're, I just keep getting this energy of finding a fun and creative solution to a boring thing. It's like just making it fun, something about that. Maybe doing something creative as well that ends up giving you practical good results. They're showing me, I heard piling on, and then a split second later, I saw somebody being covered in washcloths, like piles and piles of washcloths. What? Washcloths, what is that about? Okay, well, we use washcloths for cleaning, usually like our face or surfaces. Maybe you've been inundated by tasks that you've needed to take care of, things you've needed to clean, things you've needed to do. Piling on, yeah, things have like been piling up. Maybe this is why you're feeling run down, if that's the case, because it's like that old person trying to walk down the stairs is like tired, like bone tired, because you've been under a lot of work or stress or something like that, and you need to have some fun, or you need to they're specifically telling me that there's a creative, fun solution that will open up some kind of path, and they're saying the word opportunity, some kind of opportunity for you that will solve both problems. How? What problems and how? The problem of feeling like everything is too heavy, or that you've been overburdened by something, and it will solve the problem of, I'm hearing peace of mind. Okay. It will give you peace of mind. Now go into the mystery bag, they said. Okay, I'm really curious about your reading group number 3. Like, what is this? Okay. Ooh, you've got the like a space cat. I don't know, like planet cat. Planet cat. Cats could be significant. Black cats, to me, I feel like they're about protection. Something about that could be significant, because you've got the angel wing, which can sometimes talk about protection as well. Ooh, you have some dust in there. You got the bread clip. So like holding things together. 19V33 0. Could be significant numbers for someone. Got the flower of life, sort of. Not the whole one, but just like that. You've got the caulking gun. Yeah, it feels like you've had a lot of work to do. Okay, you've got, I don't know if this one's red jasper or carnelian or what this is. I get all those crystals mixed up when I lose the little names for them. But the red stones to do with the root chakra. I'm hearing the word play. The golden starfish, aquatic type energy. Yeah, you've got the saw. So there's like a lot of work. You've had a lot of work. Maybe you've been overwhelmed with orders, because when I was thinking of the candles, I was thinking of like how owning your own business and creating things and selling them would probably be pretty overwhelming. So maybe you're overwhelmed, group number 3, with a bunch of orders, and you need to find a creative way to make things go faster, or ship them out, or get them somewhere faster, something like that. Or this could be a metaphor for something else that's going on in your life when it comes to your work and how you feel able to handle or manage the things that are being piled onto you. You have more angel wings, so a lot of protection here, a lot of support. And another starfish. You have 2 starfish. This could be about finding a buddy or teaming up or connecting with someone. Keeping things fresh, I just heard. Okay. Yeah, keeping things fresh, like finding fresh new ideas. Maybe having somebody to talk to could be helpful with this, because you can bounce ideas off each other and figure out solutions to problems and have fun and make it something that feels more playful rather than so serious. That's kind of the vibe. Now, interestingly, this is like the cap to one of my cleansing sprays that I have, and you got the rainbow as well. So this could be talking about energy clearing, and the rainbow was like in this, it almost looks like a bucket when it's like that. So it could be talking about how you need to cleanse your energy so that you can retain more of it, so that you don't feel like you're getting old before your years. You know what I mean? Age is just a number. You can stay young forever internally. So there's kind of like a perspective shift here. Maybe you've just been feeling kind of run down. Let's look at your runes. Okay, I think this one's Parasaz, but I'm still learning my runes. I don't remember what this one's called. Let's look. Parasaz, I was right. I love it when I remember those things. Adversity, rigor, harm, introspection, and conflicts. Protection or self-discipline is needed to avoid chaos. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm seeing here from Spirit for you, group number 3. It's like you've had a lot going on. Things have been piling up. You've been kind of faced with some adversity or some conflicts. Things are opening up though, through self-discipline, like you being able to put in this work, but finding creative and fun ways to do it so that it doesn't feel quite so heavy. Even if it is something you don't really want to be doing, it's like just having a different approach is going to help you move through it with a bit more ease. And also, again, protection, like protection. Like, oh yeah, and Jalissa also has a protection mist that she uses in all of her readings. So that again, it's the same energy of like something about creating things. Maybe this could be talking about selling items or products. Hold on. Yeah, because I was talking about that before. What is this? Perthrow? Fertility, hidden things, guidance, new beginnings. Helps to see the future, develops feminine intuition. Feminine intuition. This feels like you're tapping into some magic, group number 3. It feels like you have the potential to unlock some kind of flow in your life or creative productivity in some way, but it's like you need to get into this divine feminine energy. Okay, but the working, like the caulking gun and the saw and stuff like that can talk to me about masculine energy, because it's like physically doing hard work, whereas feminine is more receptive and intuitive and feeling oriented. And this is not talking about gender. This is just polarity, and we all have both. So I'm kind of interested to see more about that. Incoming. Okay, so there's something incoming. Maybe something's like, maybe this is talking about the future, because that future energy, this could be talking about something that is about to happen. Group number 3, like maybe you get inundated by a bunch of orders, or you get fully booked up, or you have a big workload dumped on your desk or something like that. And it's incoming. Spirit wants you to know that you're protected. Spirit wants you to know that you're going to be okay, that there's even going to be a little buddy or a friend who's going to help you with this. And it's like they're showing me a team effort, like 2 people working together towards this common goal to help you to I don't know, rebuild. I'm hearing something about rebuild. Yours and mine. Yeah, it's like you and other people. Incoming support. This could be part of this as well, like getting the support that you need. Support network. I just heard network, and it was like they were showing me the lotus pattern there, like how it's all connected. So a network of people that help to support you, or that that help you to expand, yours and mine. It's like maybe about sharing too, like what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours, incoming energy, mutual protection or support, gravitational fields. So, what is this? What are you calling in, group number 3? It feels like you're attracting a lot, something you've been working on, possibly because you shifted out of that sort of stiff energy and got a little bit more flow and fun, pep back in your step. Ooh, looping. Let me see. Freedom. Okay. I feel like you're getting out of a loop. Oh yeah, the road opener. Right, yeah, you're getting out of a loop. You're not going in circles anymore. You're about to move forward really drastically. Near future, they just said, and they pointed me back to that rune again. So the near future, you're about to open something up here, but it could actually be like you're opening up something, but that ends up being like a can of worms. Like maybe it's more intense than you thought it was going to be, or it requires more of you. It's kind of like a double-edged sword is kind of the vibe I'm getting. Like let's say you blow up or you get really successful really in a short period of time. It's good, but it comes with a lot of responsibility, or it comes with a lot of extra work, something like that. And then you need to kind of rely on your wits or your ability to creatively overcome these things. Or maybe like you get like a lot more attention and you have to protect yourself more. So it's this kind of energy that I'm seeing, group 3, where you are becoming more free. But it's like there is some conflict, there is some stuff going on that you need to work on. And sometimes, okay, in other contexts, with yours and mine, the saw and the starfish here, you could be needing to cut ties with some people that are very like sucky, like they keep you stuck in these loops. They pull from your energy, or they put extra work on you, or they pile onto you, give you all this work to do. And you're needing to kind of set some limits here, detach yourself in that way to protect yourself. Okay, that could be part of it too. Magical. I was feeling that. I was like, this feels very magical to me. Like when I think of Jalissa, I think of magic, and I think of that feminine intuition, that psychicness, like that's the vibe. And that's what I'm seeing here. I wouldn't be surprised if she even watched this reading. Hey girl, if you're here, what up? That's so funny. Protection, come on, protection. Maybe go get you some protection mist from Jalissa. I'm just gonna hype the girl up. Hype a girl up, yeah. Win-win, right? Nobody loses with love. So something about that protection is just so strong. You've got so much protection, group number 3. Clear your mind. That's what's going to create freedom. I'm hearing unburden. Yeah, unburdening yourself from maybe like putting so much stress on yourself or taking on too much responsibility. Yeah, getting out of a loop here when it comes to feeling overwhelmed in some way. Old soul. I am not surprised to see this card here either, because when you're magical and you've got this magical psychic abilities and intuition and all of that, yeah, you are an old soul. That's how you have that. It's because you've been around the block and you've seen a lot in many different lifetimes. So you have a lot of experience, and having that level of experience, you're able to understand these higher realms of energy. You're not just operating at the physical, although that's part of this, right? We've got the root chakra there. There's money involved in this, obligations, work, etc. But you are a divine being having a human experience, not the other way around. And so this is you being able to remember that. And in that, I think there's freedom. In that, there's clarity of mind, how you exchange your energy, how you create your reality, how you protect yourself and what you value, getting out of some kind of a loop. It doesn't feel karmic though. I would say if it did, it doesn't feel karmic, group 3. It just kind of feels like you've been, I guess, looping through just like continuing to take on more work and it's weighing you down, or take on more responsibility and it's weighing you down, or take on more possibly energetic incoming energy, like taking on a lot somehow. Be bold. At what? Oh, okay, 2 more from there. False mask. Yeah, so there's somebody here that, because I'm seeing 2 things kind of like overlaid on top of each other. There's somebody here that's negative that needs to be cut out from the past or the present that has been causing a leak, and that's why there's like this protection around you to make sure that your energy field is safe. Yeah, it's like this barrier of protection around you because somebody may have been wearing a false mask. But if you're very intuitive and magical and an old soul, you will feel that right away, and you'll be able to spot it really quickly, and then be bold to take some kind of action to protect yourself, to defend against any negative incoming energy. But I also feel overlaid with that is actually people who really do have your back, and people who do support you, and people who want to see you win just for the sake of you winning, right? And that's, I think, where the biggest protection is yes, you have a lot of protection in spirit, but you actually got some real people who've got your back, group number 3, and I think that's a beautiful thing. Oof, enslaved. But like I said, this doesn't feel karmic. So what is this? Enslaved. Borrowed. Okay, they're taking me back to the bread thingy, the bread clip. And I'm seeing clairvoyantly like a full fresh loaf of bread. And then I was thinking, what does that represent to me? Bread is like money. Okay, so there could be something here to do with feeling like you need to get out of a loop, feeling enslaved by the amount of work that you're needing to do to earn an income or something like that. Something obligatory, because that's the word I keep getting. An obligation is never a good energy to be in. That does not feel like freedom. That feels like being stuck or enslaved. But this doesn't feel karmic in the sense that it's like something that you need to necessarily really dig deep to solve. I feel like this is actually something that you can really quickly clear because you're an old soul and you've kind of like done this before. That's the vibe I'm getting, group number 3. Like, you know how to do this. And maybe you just kind of accidentally got yourself back into this hole or this pattern. But you're very good at breaking loops. Like, maybe that's actually why it's not coming up as karma. Like, I'm just not feeling that, even though what I'm seeing would denote that, but I don't feel that. But there's something here about you maybe even going back into this pattern so that you can shift the pattern itself. What? Get rid of the junk. Yet road opener, it's like getting rid of things, being bold, making a big move. Getting rid of all, because the pile of washcloths. Lord knows why it's washcloths, but the pile of washcloths, it's like it's too much, you know? Oh my God, they just showed me somebody opening a cupboard and having a stack of folded washcloths fall on top of their head. Maybe that's something that literally happened or something like that. And it's like confirmation for someone. I don't know. That's what they showed me. So there's something about something toppling over or becoming too much. Simplify. It's so clear. It's so clear. Get rid of the junk. Simplify. If you're overwhelmed, like do some. And you know, going back to the beginning again with that kid sliding down the banister, that's a much simpler way of getting down the stairs. You literally skip all of the stairs. So you don't have to go like 1, 2, 3, 4. You just whee all the way down. So there's something about like this alternative way of doing something, which could be simplifying and getting rid of some stuff, being bold, taking a leap. Maybe this is like, ooh, on the bottom you have don't look down. And when I wrote this one today, I created these today. I just felt called to do it. I was seeing somebody walking over a cliff, you know, on like a really thin I don't know, like a log that fell over or whatever, right? Or like a tree that fell over. It's like, don't look down when you're up that high, because then you'll just get dizzy and get scared and lose your balance, and it'll make it worse. So it's kind of like a leap of faith, being bold to cross over into something else, maybe doing something different for work. Oh my God, underneath that you have surplus and beware. What? Okay. And compassion. All right. So maybe you've had a surplus of compassion and you've been giving too much to people who are wearing false masks or don't deserve that type of support, like they've been borrowing from you, or you've been doing a lot for other people, taking care of other people. Don't look down as you make some kind of a bold move to protect yourself, or some kind of incoming energy that might have you having to need to like react in some way. I feel like there's a big change coming, group 3. I don't see that in the cards, but kind of, but I can just feel like there's a big change coming. This could be in the way that you're living. Like this could be downsizing and simplifying so that you don't have so much stuff that you have to keep track of or that you have to pay for or something like that. Or this could be selling your business and starting something different, or changing your business structure, and maybe even like getting rid of the surplus, the things you don't need, and getting people to help you with the things that you do, like the people you can actually trust. You know what this is reminding me of? I watched a documentary the other day, and it was talking about Domino's Pizza and the rise of Domino's success. And one of the things that actually really launched Domino's to success was a day when a bunch of staff members called in sick. And so they were really short-staffed. And to compensate, they had to simplify the menu. So instead of offering a bunch of different sizes of pizzas with different toppings, they pared it down to like medium pizza with only these toppings available, and you can only order Coke or whatever it was. They really made it like a very small menu so that it would be easier for the workers who were there. They ended up selling way more than they normally would have. He was like, oh, we should do that all the time. So he completely restructured the menu, got rid of all of the unnecessary things, and only stocked the things that sold the best, which were the medium pizzas with cheese and pepperoni or whatever it was, or Coke. It's like, get rid of all of the surplus, get rid of the things you don't need, pare down, because you're actually going to be more successful with the things that sell the best. And then you're taking a lot of the weight of the surplus stuff that you don't sell a lot of, that takes a lot of extra time, money, energy, resources, whatever it is. It's like eating up your wallet or your energy or whatever. And then you end up earning more. So by paring down, you earn more. So I think that's where the road opener comes in. It's like an expansion. It's something that was constricted really expands, and you're super protected through this process. So if you're feeling like, oh my God, this conflict is going to be the end of me, or I'm going to be so overwhelmed I can't handle it. No, actually, this is like a blessing in disguise, even if you don't see it quite yet, because it's going to give you this brilliant idea of how you can innovate or how you can improve something. And then ultimately that's going to make you successful in the long run. So if some kind of conflict comes up where you have to face a challenge, maybe with people who let you down, or you're borrowing and now you have a surplus and you're stressed out about something, don't look down, be bold in what you're doing, pare down, simplify, and you will see the positive outcome that comes from this. Because whatever you're building, it's going to be successful, group number 3. I can feel that here. You've got a lot of protection when it comes to your physical resources, money, things like that. Your bread, right? Like it's going to work out. It's just, you kind of need to make some adjustments, and the more fun you can make it, the better too, because the energy that you invest in what you're creating and how you're doing your work, I'm feeling is also really pivotal in the type of return on that you get. So find a magical way to overcome a problem, and you're going to see a massive income of opportunity from that, maybe even physical income. All right, group 3. So that is the message that Spirit wanted you to know today. Thank you so much for supporting my work here on the channel. I really appreciate that, you guys. And I am wishing you the best in all of your endeavors and journeys for your greatest and highest good always. Love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.